Shalom. Before I begin this video, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachakodash. Also as well, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that continually rule very well to this very day. Let us continually feed and flock through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. And also as well, Shalom to the hopeful elect that's continually laboring his work and also labor to show forth your diligence to make your calling and election sure, and faith and truth and sincerity, and also in all charity. All right. Now, I believe I'm going to entitle this video as The Curious Case of Jake. Okay. In which, in case you know or don't know, it's a recent occurrence that took place at this recent occurrence that took place at the award show, the Oscars. It goes to show you that our people that are in the industry, and really, when it comes down to it, our people that's in the industry, whether the music industry or entertainment in general, our people, they get thrown up in high positions, and even Denzel Washington had to make a comment on it as well, which I'm about to bring that up here in a minute. But basically, Jake, they'll get to a certain position in the industry, right? And what you notice is that every time, when Jake, is at the pinnacle, so to speak, of their so-called career, they something happens, either they or something takes place and they're thrown into a bad light. Case in point, Bill Cosby, Bill Cosby, R. Kelly, and the rest. And also as well as others as well, that gets thrown into a bad light, But even though the evidence show that, these the men that they perpetuate as being evil, or underneath the same umbrella as being, criminals, so to speak, you do some, you look at the facts, and you see that it doesn't line up, The only reason why things like this will even be pushed out in this way, and why our people are put in the positions that they are when things like this happen, is to put our people, all right, as the laughing stock of the world, basically to make an example, so to speak. In case in point, this, this is not just, like a, a regular, event that takes place, every now and then. No, this is the Oscars. All right. This is a worldwide event, and at this worldwide event, you have this that happens. And guess what? What does that show to the rest of the world? Now, mind you, these are two Jakes that's on stage. Okay. And now you're starting to see the results. Or if not yet, you are going to see the result of what has taken place. Okay. But at the end of the day, this is all to fulfill the agenda, which is against our people. All right. And you can't say that it's not anything that's against our people, or a ploy, so to speak, to throw down our honor as a people, because it's been numerous times, on numerous occasions, to where our people were painted in a bad light whenever an event like this takes place. Okay. But like I mentioned earlier, concerning like Bill Cosby, R. Kelly, and other celebrities that basically get put into a bad light. This is Will Smith reached a certain point in his life or in his career, and guess what? Now, due to this, his name's going to be sullied. All right. Because here it is again. Like I said, this is all to throw down our honor as Israelites, man. All right, and then, like I said, it's always been like that. Okay, but like I was mentioning, concerning Denzel Washington, he was talking to him on the side, and he told him, he said that once you get so high up into a position, that's when the devil comes for you. All right. Now, what he meant by that, is to other people, they'll just think that, talking about this, spiritual demon Satan, spiritual demon Satan, or the, devil, which these people believe is a man in a jumpsuit, or a red jumpsuit with a trident and a goatee coming for him. No, man. No. What he meant by that, really what Denzel Washington meant by that, is that you get so high into a position, you have to watch out, because Esau Edom, which is the true biblical nationality of the so-called white man, in which he is the devil that the Bible speaks of, he's gonna come for you, man. Okay, why? Because they signed the contract. They signed a contract to get into the business. Okay, and they have to obey certain rules and regulations and certain guidelines they give to them in order to continue in that contract. Okay, and if they don't follow suit, then guess what? Something's going to happen. All right. Now, whatever they thing they choose to happen to that certain individual is up to them. But like I said, this is definitely it, man. All right. This is it for him in his career. But like I said, Denzel Washington making that comment, that's what he really meant by that. He meant that the higher ups of Edom are going to come for him, if he doesn't, watch out, so to speak, in which we already know what he's talking about, right? In other words, you have to play ball. If you don't, they'll come for you, all right? Or they'll have it to where, you're all that honor, so to speak, or that I don't want to say camaraderie, but that fame that you built up, all right, now it's going to be tarnished. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and hop into the precepts. It's the book of Psalms, chapter 62, and there's a verse 4. It says, "They only consult to cast him down from his excellency. They delight in lies. They bless with their mouth, but they curse inwardly." Salah. All right, and like I said, this is to throw us down from my excellency, man. But it's multiple levels concerning what just took place. All right, because not only does it show that they're trying to cast us down, but also as well it shows you how gone our people are. Because the driving motive behind him doing this is because of his wife Jada. And what does in that whole scenario, he was basically pushed to do that. Okay, basically, and after the fact, he made a statement about, well, I'm here to protect all black women, and this and that, and that just shows you what is really was really taking place, man, or what they're trying to do. All right, because this was not only to throw that to sully his name, right, as him as a him being in the industry, but also as well they put forth this image as the emasculated so-called black man. Okay, because that is what this man's been trying to do for years and years on end. He's trying to emasculate us, man. Okay, to emasculate us, put us in the light of us being weak. Okay, and again, like I said, man, the way that these people are gonna look at it is like, oh man, the so-called black man, he's nip and toe with this woman, as his wife, So yeah, this is the story and the tale of the emasculated so-called black man. All right. So again, it says they only consult to cast him down from his excellency. They delight in lies. They bless with their mouth, but they curse inwardly. Salah. All right. So that's the point in this precept, is that they only consult All right, conspire, which is another word, to cast us down from our excellency. Okay. Now, let me grab this precept. Like I said, this is what these men that are in higher positions, right? Esau, Edom, which are the bankers, are looking to do. All right, in which they're accomplishing that right now. All right, but it's only for a short time. Okay. Jeremiah chapter 31. This is at verse 22. It says, "How long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter?" Right? Who's the backsliding daughter? It's talking about Israel. All right, which consists of you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Okay. So it says, "How long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter?" Right, and backsliding means to transgress the words of Yahweh Bashim Shai. Reading on, it says, "For the Lord hath created a new thing in the earth." Right. So this is something that's unheard of. All right. It says, "A woman shall compass a man." All right. You see that? And not only this, what just took place at the awards, the Oscars, but that's you have Jada that has a red table talk, and during that red table talk, she's on record for airing out their dirty laundry, so to speak. She laid it all out there, man. All right, that this is what their relationship comprises of, man. All right, and guess what? Will Smith now is looked at as the butt of everybody's joke, and this only cements that notion. All right, this basically solidifies that the fact that people are making jokes about Will Smith, man. All right, but guess what? Will Smith is one of the headers, if I can use that term, for our people. All right, why? Because in this world, in this society, all right, the people that are leading our people are celebrities. Okay, and I believe there was a statement that was made concerning that, saying that our people are the only people that choose their celebrities to be their leaders. All right, and that's true. Our people are the only people that choose celebrities to be their leaders. Okay, and guess what? If you have a leader that's doing this, then guess what? It's going to reflect across the whole entire. It's going to reflect concerning the people. It's going to reflect across the entire nation, which is our nation. Okay. But again, like this precept says, the Lord created a new thing, that a woman shall compass a man. All right. Now, let's see, slack. See if I'm spelling it correctly. Okay, slack you. Okay, so this is the book of slack you. All right, here's one. Yes, 1 Corinthians chapter 6, and this is at verse 9. It says, "Know ye not that the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of the Most High? Be not deceived, neither fornicators, nor idolaters, nor adulterers, nor effeminate, nor abusers of themselves with mankind." Okay, and what's one of the things that the Lord listed out, that they should not enter into the kingdom of heaven, is the ones who are effeminate. All right, and like I said, that is what one of the agendas of this man is to do, to effeminize the men of our nation. All right, and there's no coincidence, man, because I mean, look what has been taking place over the course of time. Okay, it's been a constant decline of masculinity. All right. And masculinity, all right, really true masculinity is serving Yahweh Ba'Shem Shai. All right. Being in this truth, that's a mark of true masculinity. Why? Because when you deal in the Bible, right, or when you go into the scriptures, okay, and you practice or rehearse the scriptures, right, that's masculine, man. Why? Because the power of our fathers is the power of our fathers. You know that the scriptures say that he's a man. All right. And also as well, it says also in the scriptures that the tabernacle of the Most High is with men. Okay. And also it says, "O ye men, I call," roughly paraphrasing. Okay. So knowing this, all right, if there is a ploy to do this towards our people, then guess what? That's what's going to take place. In other words, our people who are going underneath these things which are listed, or they take part in what's listed here, they can't enter into the kingdom of heaven. All right, they can't enter into the kingdom. Okay. Now, there's another one I want to grab. All right. So it's the book of should be in First Esdras. All right. So this is First Esdras, chapter 4, and I'm starting at verse 26. And like I said, you know, these things which you are witnessing right now, all right, is all due to this man being in rulership. Okay. And that's what it boils down to. Okay. I mean, when you look at everything that's going on in the world, everything leads back, or all the paths leads back to Esau, Edom. All right. Esau, Edom being the issue. Okay. So, reading from verse 26, First Esdras chapter 4, verse 26, because Esau and Eve, you know, Eve and Edom, man, they're in bed with each other, man. All right. Eve and the serpent. Okay. Which is Esau. All right. They're in bed with each other, man. All right. And they've always have been since the beginning. And that's why you see whenever things concerning this society, you know, they benefit from. Okay. They benefit from this kingdom being in rulership. And the ones who are in rulership are Esau, Edom. All right. So First Esdras chapter 4, verse 26, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. It says, "Yea, many there be that have run out of their wits for women and become servants for their sakes." Okay. And you know, that what you just witnessed concerning Will Smith. All right. That's I mean, it's I mean, from another person's view, you know, just a regular person, right? They look at this and they'll see it as, well, you know, he saw the reaction on Jada's face and went up to quote unquote defend her, right, by slapping Chris Rock, in which you know, there's other ways to handle it, you know, other than doing that, because that was emotional. All right. And you know, our people, especially the men of our people, you know, they're absolutely emotional, man. They're ran by emotions. Why? Because they've been raised by their mothers. Okay. Verse 27 says, "Many also have perished, have erred in sinful women." All right. "And now do ye not believe me? Is not the king great in his power? Do not all regions fear to touch him?" Right. Because when you're at a position, right, you're in a high position. Okay. You know, you have a certain status, right? The people look at you in a certain light. Okay. But when it comes to this, when you're in a high position, case in point, the king in this scripture, right? "Yet did I see him in Apame, the king's concubine, the daughter of the admirable Bardicus, sitting at the right hand of the king." in taking the crown from the king's head and setting it upon her own head, she also struck the king with her left hand. And yet for all this, the king gaped and gazed upon her with open mouth. If she laughed upon him, he laughed also. But if she took any displeasure at him, the king was fain to flatter that she might be concealed to him again. Right. So guess what? If anything happens, right, and let's say for instance, I mean, if anything happens, and if it ends up being Jada's fault, right, then guess what? He's still gonna go crying and crawling behind her, right? Just like, you know, the majority of Jake do, all right, for begging her to come back, all right. And this is what you're seeing a snippet of what's taking place, all right, especially in the Smith family, right, Will and Jada. But this is an everyday thing, man. Okay, it's always been a constant attack against our people, you know, the men of our nation in our masculinity. Okay, and all this is just a ploy by Esau Edom, man. Like I said, okay. Because why else would he still be there? You know? Why else would he still participate in the awards? Okay? Because if anything, he would have already been escorted out, you know? But things happened the way that they did for a reason. And you're seeing it right now. So guess what? You're about to see the image change once again, you know. And when I say image, I'm talking about our image, you know, how the world portrays our people, you know. And it's only going to get worse, man. Why? Because this man is still in rulership. Okay, it's not going to end until he's taken down. Okay, but with that, I'm gonna go ahead and close out on that note. Lord's will, this is edifying to the elect of the nation of Israel. And until next time, once again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Hakodash, and double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone every will to this day. Shalom, peace and safety, and salutations to the hopeful elect that's continuing to labor in this work, and also labor to show forth your diligence to make your calling and election sure, in faith, in truth, in sincerity, and all charity. And with that, I'm going to say shalom.